Video games, video games. I like to collect video games. Video games, video games. I like to collect video games.
Yo, welcome back. I'm James with PlayStation and Dead, back with another video. Pickups video, that is. I got 30 different games that came out within the last month or so, adding to the collection, full set in the collection. So join me along this journey. Right now, currently sitting about 1,577 with this here. I got some more that I've already received this month in April, but you'll see that in the next video. So, because I don't want this video to be super long. So, but yeah, we'll kind of jump into it. If you haven't known, I'm going for a full PS5 set, world set, so US, United States, and then import exclusives, variants, if I get those every now and then. So that is what you'll see here. This would have been shot probably yesterday, but there's a little event called the Nintendo Direct that everybody was kind of waiting for. So let me know if you guys watched that, what you thought about it. Definitely check out the reaction me, Sean, Will, and Reggie did yesterday. So definitely check out that video as well. I'll link it here. But without further ado, we'll jump right into it. And really the biggest item I got last month was a Monster Hunter Wilds controller. Hold up, was it? Did I get this last month? I don't even remember if I showed this last month or not, or for the last video, but if I did, you'll see it again here. But this is the newest controller added to the collection. Obviously one of the biggest things. Damn, did I show this? I can't remember if I showed this or not. Maybe I just didn't put it away. Anyways, if I did, you'll see it again. But if I didn't, here's another controller added to the collection. There is a new one coming out this month, which is The Last of Us. So obviously with the new season of the show coming out, that's going to coincide with that. And apparently there's a rumor about a double pack of The Last of Us Part 1 and 2 coming out. So we'll, I don't know. We'll see if that's a thing that'll come out as well. I mean, I already have they already did the remasters of the first two, but I guess they want to do a double pack, which I guess I'm here for it. I mean, might as well. If you can throw everything on the disc, yeah, so be it. We'll get it. So, but we'll jump into this one here first. Split Fiction, very dope game. This one, obviously the makers of like It Takes Two and the prison game, what the hell is it called? A Way Out. Very good game. That A Way Out's a really good game. It Takes Two is a good game. This is a really good game. Those games you have to play with somebody, so couch co-op or online. Cool thing about this is that it gives you a friend pass, so only one of you have to have this game, and then you both can play it. So both people don't have to buy it, obviously. So I think that's pretty cool. But this is a cool like story about two authors that like they're going to this like company, and they're presenting like their books. They're trying to get them like published, and they got them in these hooked up in these machines, kind of like they're trying to steal their thoughts or their ideas, and stuff collides, and you kind of go through the journey of each of their different books and stuff that they cover. But very good game. And on the back to that one, the first game, I think his name is Joseph. I can't think of his last name right now. But the creator that did these games, his first one was Brothers, and I thought I had this one, but it didn't. So ended up picking up a PS4 copy of Brothers, The Tale of Two Sons. So heard some pretty good things about that one as well. This is just a single player game, so you don't have to have two players, kind of like his other releases. So pick that up as well. Brothers and Split Fiction. Next up, we'll kind of get these sports ones out the way. MLB 2025. This one comes with like a collectible trading card, so there's like 3 different cards you can get. Typically, I wait on these sports games because they go pretty cheap, but there's a guy selling them super cheap, so ended up picking up this one and another game you'll see here later for super cheap. Otherwise I would have waited. So MLB The Show 2025, it is baseball season. Typically they come out around this time. And then really I guess the WWE 2K25 also. You got Roman Reigns on the cover. Oddly enough, I haven't, this obviously it's not open yet, so I played the past ones and jumped into it right away. Just I haven't jumped in this one yet, and I've heard good things about it, so I need to jump into it soon enough, but just haven't really gotten around to doing so. But so WWE 2K25, and then the last sports game, another variant. This is the WWE. This is 2K25, NBA 2K25. This is the All-Star Edition. This version is only available like PAL, Asia, PAL, Asia, which is weird. So it comes with a lot of stuff. So typically, like here in the States, you can get this this All-Star version digitally, but they made it physically out there. So not for sure why they did that, but another variant to add to the 2K collection. The hard one to get if you can find it, for at least for PS5. You might be able to get it easier for PS or for Xbox. Is the WNBA edition, so that's one to kind of look out for. It was a GameStop exclusive, and not I think really its stores got one copy or pre-ordered, so I don't know how many is out there, but you're probably not gonna see it. If you see it, I would just scoop it up, because that's gonna be something kind of harder to get down later down the line. Now I'll go with some variants here. Next up, so some of you might know Limited Run came out with their Vault program, and they're releasing some of their older stuff. So like typically they would do like an end of the year blowout. So stuff that they weren't able to sell during the first run, that they would have another sale, so you can pick them up if you missed out. They're doing away with that program, doing a whole Vault program. So they're releasing some of their older stuff in different waves. So in the first wave, these were Soho, New York convention exclusives. So different covers with these ones. I have the original covers, but I was able to scoop up these ones. And this Lollipop Chainsaw Repop, so different cover there. I don't know, I'm torn. I feel like a lot of people like this cover variant better, but I feel like I like the other one better. I don't know, I feel like there's too much like black on this cover. It's just too much open space, I guess. And then Tone Buff Special Edition. So kind of looks like the original cover, but this one has a little more like clayation. Clayation. I don't know if that's even a word. Clayation. Clay animation. Like look to it. So glad to add that to the collection as well. I want to say that's it for. No, there's one more. I'll get to that later. Variants and things like that. But let's continue on. I digress. Next up, man, one of the most probably expensive Switch games, kind of a sought after PS4 game as well, is The Messenger. We got a PS5 release for that. Devolver with another one. This includes the Picnic Panic DLC as well. So I've heard really good things about it. Definitely, I haven't played it yet, but I'll probably jump into it at some point. So glad to add it to the collection. I'm sure people, once they found out that this was getting released, they probably sold some of theirs. If not, they probably kept them. But yeah, The Messenger. I heard good things about it. It looks pretty cool. So, and hopefully the DLC is on the disc, which would be dope. So get The Messenger there. I can't remember if I showed this or not, but do I have any other ones? No, I think this might be the only one in this video. It would not be a pickups video without a RAG Indies Red Art Games game, and we got Gravitators here. This is number 9 of their RAG Indies series. I've said it before. The RAG Indie series, they're inexpensive games that they put for like $20. They only make 1,000 of them. They're all numbered, and when they release them, they're ready to go. So you're not waiting on them for months. And I love that business model, instead of waiting for something for months and months and months when you pre-order something. But this one, yeah, it's like a shooter, shmup. Looks pretty dope. I'll have to jump into that at some point as well. I got number 943, but yeah, Gravitators is another one. I did get another Red Art Indies, so you'll see that next month. because I came in April. I go from 1 to the end of the month. Anything that comes after that, you'll just see it next video, because this video will be too long. All right, next up here we have, I want to say Dwerve, D-W-E-R-V-E. This one, so like this one intrigued me just because the cover looked cool, but then I get to like reading about it and it's a tower defense game, and then that just doesn't pique my interest. So, but it is like a tower defense type of like dungeon crawler game for this one. But if you didn't tell me it was a tower defense game, I probably would have jumped into it a lot quicker. But it does look pretty decent here. You'll probably see some gameplay of some of these games here as well. But yeah, Dwerve, little PM Studios game. Guy looks like he has his whole body chopped off down there by the logo here. So yeah, I might jump into this one. If it's not too much tower defense and more like dungeon crawling, I'm more interested in that. If not, then it's like, I'm just not, I don't know, that just doesn't do it for me. This was another one I got. So with MLB, it was super cheap, so I grabbed that early. Typically I would have waited, but the other one I grabbed with that was Assassin's Creed Shadows. Obviously there was tons of controversy. This got delayed, should have came out last year, and then it's supposed to come out in February, and then it got delayed again. It's officially out, so this is a standard copy. There's a couple other versions out there. Ubisoft is one of the kings of doing multiple versions of their games. So when they get cheap enough, I might grab those. There's a limited, and then there's a special edition. But I've heard good and bad things. Oddly enough, I've heard more good things about it. So you know, I probably will check it out, just because it's kind of a different story in Japan too. Hopefully this might hold me over a little bit before Ghost of Yodi comes out. But yeah, if you played it, let me know what you think. If you haven't played it, are you planning on playing it? Ubisoft games tend to go like on sale pretty quick too, so it might be something if you are planning on picking it up. Might wait a little bit since it just came out. I'm sure it'll drop pretty quickly here. That's the Ubisoft trend. Let's go with, let's just jump into it. I don't want this video to be hours long. Bleach, Rebirth of Souls. I haven't watched the anime. Sean is apparently in love with this game. So maybe it's almost like it's like you fight big battles and then kind of go into the cutscene. So I haven't played any of the Bleach games. I haven't watched any of the anime, so I couldn't tell you anything about the story at all. But people seem to like it, so maybe it's something worth checking out there. But if you check that one out, let me know if it's something to get into, or if the other one. I want to say it came out. I feel like there's one on PS. I know there's one on PS3, but I can't remember if there's one on PS4 or not. Let's jump into some simulators. Tons of them. Alaskan Road Truckers Highway Edition. Drive, survive, and thrive, baby. Let's go. This is the Highway Edition, so you get some Highway Edition DLCs, all that fun stuff that truckers do. Picking up lot lizards and everything else, so in between. I mean, if they got a lot lizard mini game in here, I'm all for it. Give me something to hit the road for. So, but yeah, Alaskan Road Truckers Highway Edition. If you want to experience like the lot lizards without doing the actual deed and getting your CDL and all that stuff, get into this. You might be worth your while. Let's see. There's a few simulators. Let me get through this here. Get through those. There's kind of a mix of just everything this month, which isn't a bad thing. We'll jump into this one. Shout out to Sean. He ordered 2 copies of this one and sent me this one, so I appreciate it, Sean. But this is another simulator, Train Sim World 5. Yeah, The rails. This is off the rails, y'all. They got 5 of these. I don't know why these are just so popular. I mean, apparently people love them. So if you're a fan of trains and simulators, might be something up your alley there. Let's see. Next up here. Oh, I'll go with limited run here. There's a few limited run. I'll say this: limited run has gotten way better with shipping out their stuff. I feel like in the past few weeks I've been getting like notification after notification after notification of like games being shipped that recently just got ordered. So shouts out to limited run with you know, getting on that stuff quickly and not waiting, you know, years and months. Oddly, I mean, obviously you're gonna be if you got collector's edition and stuff like that, you're probably gonna be waiting a little bit longer. So that's to be known. But if you're just getting the standard disc, I feel like they're coming out a lot quicker than what they used to. So awesome job with that. But this one, if I look at it from far away, it looks like diamonds. So the cover always looked like diamonds to me. Up close, this game's called In Stars and Time. So up close, it looks kind of a little bit different. But far away, it looks like diamonds to me. Always got a diamond look from that cover. It is a black and white game, but it's like a time looping RPG adventure. Haven't heard about this one. This is number 127 in the PS5 set. So I might check this one out. You know what I mean? It looks pretty decent. Something just different, kind of an indie title. It's pretty thick, so it has something else in here as well. But let me know if you've checked out In Stars and Time, if it's worth jumping in right away. But it looks pretty cool. Looks cool, and get the diamonds in the back. Looks like diamonds, shine bright like a diamond. VR 2 required. Kayak VR Mirage. This, they say it's like the most realistic VR experience that you might get. I would suggest, if you're gonna play this one, sit down, get a chair, get a nice comfy chair, get a nice pair of headphones put on, turn your fan up a little bit, have it pointed right at you, and just coast. You know, do your little kayak motion in the chair, and just experience the VR experience in a kayak. So I never would have thought this would have came physically. I remember seeing it on the store when like PSVR 2 came out, because this is one of like the first ones that was released for VR 2. So I'm surprised it came with the physical, because it needs to be more VR stuff. There's not enough physical VR games. So happy to add that to the collection. And if y'all ain't on it right now, get on it. If you're looking for just like maybe a subset, or if you are going for PS5 stuff, jump on that VR. Not just even the system, because the system's cheaper now, but jump on the games, because they're not making, to me anyways, I don't think they're making they're doing multiple prints of these VR games. So get them while they're cheaper before they start going up. But next up here, I got this kind of in the slipcover just because it's another VR game, a limited run. But this is a very bright orange case here. So limited run, comes with a nice slipcover. It is a VR game. It's C Smash VR S, New Dimension. So it looks like you're playing tennis. Solo. It has co-op versus. So it has won the Digital Foundry VR Game of the Year and nominated for a Joystick Award. So I don't know, it looks cool, like, futuristic virtual reality. It is a Sega game. This is number 115 in the PS5 set, but it is a VR. It is not a. You don't have to play it in VR, but it is VR compatible. So you could be playing this in VR, and somebody could be playing it just normal. But another cool one to add to the collection. And then it comes with, I'm a fan for the slipcovers, so everybody loves the Slippy. But yeah, nice cool slipcover. Again, this one with being a VR, it is kind of going up in price already, so kind of be on the lookout. Hopefully, if you wanted it, you got it. already, or it's on the way. So I know they have like they had a bundle where you could get like the album, the vinyl, and stuff like that too. So if you got that one, obviously you're gonna be waiting a little bit longer. But if not, then you should have it already. But boom, let's go with Homebody. This was cool. I got a code, did a review on it in the channel. You can check that out. But it's cool. It's like you and like a couple friends kind of reminisce and meet up to go to this house, but there's a killer on the loose, and you have to obviously try to keep as many people alive as possible, but avoid the killer. Solving puzzles, run, hide, all that stuff. It's kind of like inspired by like an 80s slasher, and retro horror games. So that's something you might want to jump into it. It's kind of like a time loop killer game, but it's really cool. Obviously it has like some nostalgic to it. Here, if you see here, like one of the first things you can do is play this like Mario kind of inspired game, which is cool, but very, very fun game. It's a horror game, so you know how horror games do. Grab it if you can, but a very, very fun game. Homebody from Limited Run. That was like number 121. And then another one, this wasn't numbered, but this is just distributed through them. I think you can still get it on the Amazon store. It's Wizardry. Yeah, it's a remake. I haven't played the original one. It's an RPG game, so I'm glad I waited on this. I know me and Sean kind of talked about it because he was thinking it was going to come, because it came out in Japan first, and then he was like, there's another company that kind of did the same thing, and then it came to Limited Run. So luckily, I'm glad I didn't double dip on that one. It's a full 3D remake of the first game in the Wizardry series. So there you go. Very first game. Get it started. Let's get it started. They've just been popping them out here. The Isotide Hotel, the FMV game. Apparently it's a really good FMV game. So number 131. Huge fan of FMV games. I wish there was more of them. Just kind of brings them back to a time where they were very cool and just different. But yeah, the Isotide Hotel. It's loose. Need to open that one. But yeah, it's has I guess apparently an award-winning cast from like Game of Thrones and the Witcher series. So if you're a fan of FMV games, might want to check that one out. Another limited run. This is number 119, and this is Rain World. So you're a slug cat. The world around you is full of danger, and you must face it alone. Survive a dynamic ecosystem of predators and prey. Okay. I might have to jump on this one. You'll see some gameplay here. I don't know. Look, the cover looks pretty cool. Sounds cool. So we'll have to pop that one in at some point. But yeah, Rain World is another one from Limited Run. And then I think the last Limited Run game I have, double check, is Castlevania. This is the Minas collection. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So it comes with Castlevania. I wish I got the Horny Boy cover. I see a lot of people with the Horny Boy cover, and I didn't get that one. So I feel like that's gonna be the popular one. Oh well, I guess I'll miss out. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'll get. There's like 3 covers they had for this. I want to say 3 covers, and so I don't know if I'll go after all 3 covers, but. I feel like that's like the most popular one that I've seen. I don't even remember picking this cover out. I don't know why I didn't pick that one, but oh well. So this one comes with Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow, Castlevania Portrait of Ruin, and then Castlevania Order of Estella, and then includes Haunted Castle Revisited. So 3 incredible action adventure games from the creators from the Castlevania series have returned for the first time. So if you're a fan of Castlevania, I'm sure you probably already have this on your list. Shout out to Konami, putting some games back out here again. We love it, especially in the physical form. Number 116 in the collection. So there we go, Castlevania. That's it for limited run. We got, I haven't played this one, but I played 3, which is weird. It's funny because, so Goat Simulator, this should have probably been in my simulator portion of it, but this is a totally different one. This is Goat Simulator Remastered. It includes like all the DLCs. I'm really hoping it's all on the disc. But it's funny with this one because they came out with this Goat Simulator, and they skipped 2, and then 3. It just came out Goat Simulator 3. So it's just kind of a funny open world. You're just messing around and destroying stuff and doing weird things that involve, you know, there might be different like movie stuff that you see that's from movie sets and things like that, and you're just, you know, it's like a big sandbox. You're causing havoc to the whole area, but it includes what's that? Goat City Bay, Goat MMO, Goat Z, Payday, Waste of Space, and then Buck to School DLCs on here. So I had fun with 3. I'll probably jump into this one just because it's just like, it's mindless fun. You don't have to really think about it. Just have fun and destroy shit. This one, I was gonna check out the demo, but I never ended up getting around playing it. I guess you would say this is more like a Souls-like-ish game, but this is the first Berserker Kazan. Looks really cool. I don't even know what the hell. Oh, I know what I'm playing. I don't know if I'll get into it this video, just because there's a lot of stuff here. But I need to get into some more PS5 stuff here because this one is definitely kind of been piquing my interest too. So, action-packed gameplay, boss fights, all that fun stuff. But if you haven't played, there's a free demo out if you want to check it out before you go buy it. But if you're a fan of like Souls-like-ish games, you might want to check that one out. This one, so I jumped into this one before I started doing what I have been doing, and this is like, I guess you could say people call it a poor man's Fallout. This is, I mean, it's fun so far. It's called Adamfall. It's really like a Fallout mixed with like what the hell, BioShock in a way, but really cool. I think it's Rebellion's like biggest, fastest selling game ever, but a lot of fun. A lot of people have been having fun. Just the NPCs in it, the dialogue. If you're a fan of like, you know, scavenging around and searching and crafting and all that other stuff, definitely jump into it. Like I said, it's like a Fallout game. Like I said, people call it a poor man's Fallout. It's really fun though. This is one I kind of jumped into a little bit when it came out, so I'm gonna recommend this one. Check it out. Grab it. Check it out. It's fun. I guess especially if you like Fallout. If you don't like Fallout, I would say nah. Don't check it out. But if you're a fan of Fallout or somewhat interested in Fallout, check it out. Astria, 6-sided oracles. I have no idea what this is about. But I knew I didn't have it, so I had to grab it up. This is looks like a dice deck building roguelike game, so it's a lot going on there. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of like deck building card type games. I mean, hell, there's a lot of roguelike games out there too, but this is kind of a mash between everything there. So I don't know. You'll see some gameplay here. If it kind of piques your interest, you might want to check that one out as well. Astria, the 6-sided oracle. Caravan Sandwich. So this is kind of like you're embarking on a journey across different landscapes, things like that. Cool. It looks pretty cool animation. There's no combat. There's no death. There's no timer. It's kind of like a chill, just you against the world in a way, but it looks pretty cool. Yeah, so I've seen some trailer on it, but I'll have to get into that at some point. It's just single player, but kind of if you're a fan of just like chill games like this and Lake and Shadow of the North or something like that. The one with the fox. Like Chill Games. Check that out. It's good. Caravan Sandwich. Suikoden. I don't know. People pronounce it differently. This is 1 and 2 HD remastered. I'll be first to say that I have never played any of these games. I know they're highly recommended and sought after, especially back in the PS1 era. Just never got around to playing them, and because I wasn't a huge and really not a huge fan of RPGs, so that could be why. But I know the series has a lot of fanfare with it, so glad to have that as a remaster. Just because, you know, sometimes I can just pop. If I wanted to get into it, I could just pop it in instead of hooking up a PS1. So, you know, we kind of talked on the pod, if you missed it, about this company, Sodesco, or Soedesco, however you want to say it. They're kind of a limited print. They're not really considered a limited print company, but they don't make a lot of copies of their games. So they'll come out at random places, not at all retailers. Hell, you might even miss some of them, and they make like one print and then that's it. So I know there's people out there that go for a Soedesco or Sodesco set. So a couple here. Petted Island, and they're kind of just like, you know, kind of like cutesy games in a way. You know, nothing crazy spectacular. But this is one of them here. Petted Island. Capture the perfect moments. Meet quirky characters and discover hidden treasures. So there you go, another Sodesco title. And then shouts out to Jason for this one. I missed this one, the Kickstarter campaign. So there was a kind of a controversy with this one. Dosolatium or whatever. Desolatium, however you want to say it. Dosolatium. I feel like I'm like when I say it, I feel like I'm like drumming up some do soleil. Like I'm still like I'm like the guy from Chucky, like summoning Chucky. Do soleil. Anyways, the controversy with this game was this was originally supposed to come out. It was a Kickstarter originally. And this was supposed to have a VR mode with it. So people that backed it, especially people that are going for full VR sets, especially VR1, wanted it because this is one of them that they needed to get. So everything got funded. Took a while for it to come out, and then all of a sudden they scrapped the VR content. The retail version of this game came out. I have the retail version back there. Came out for PS4, came out for PS5, didn't have the VR stuff, so they scrapped the VR stuff. So people were mad. People were like, "Hey, I want my money back." You know, I expected this to have VR content, and it didn't. And this is kind of based off like Lovecraft, HP Lovecraft stuff. So if you're a fan of him, that kind of era of stuff, you might like this one as well. But to kind of make up for it, they did a special version of this game, or not version, but a special cover for the Kickstarters, and this is the limited edition for backers. So different cover versus the retail. I'm not for sure how many of these they even made, but it doesn't even have like a barcode on the back of it. So a special cover for the people that backed the game through Kickstarter versus the retail version of it. But so definitely glad to add. It's kind of a weird, odd one to the collection, so definitely glad to add that to the collection. Winding down, you got 5 more here. Dread Out Remastered. So this includes Dread Out and the Keepers of the Dark. So Dread Out 2 came out I want to say maybe a year or so ago for the PS5, and so they brought the first one back, remastered it, and then another game called Keepers of the Dark. I don't know if the Keepers of the Dark is like another game or if it's DLC. So, but if you're a fan of the Dread Out series or just horror games in general, definitely pick this one up. You know, supernatural horror, where you're trying to solve puzzles and, you know, capture or battle against ghosts, things like that. So very cool game. The second one, I played the second one. I haven't played this one, so glad that came out physically. Another farming type game, Sugar Dew Island. Yeah, it's, you know, there's a lot of them. You know, run your own farm shop, all that kind of stuff. So nothing really special with this game. Farming animals, farm shop. So yeah, there you go. Sugar Dew Island. I couldn't remember if I showed this one last time or not, so if I did, I apologize. But 2 Point Museum Explorer Edition. So they did a 2 Point game. I want to say it's 2 Point like school or something like that, or enrollment. But it was based on like, these are like sim type games. So if you're like building, you know, the first one was like building a school or college, university. This one is obviously a museum. So building the museum, having people, you know, see the museum and kind of building it out, see how much money you make, you know. So if you're the fan of like the Sim City games and you know, Civilization kind of in a way, that might be something up your alley there. So, and it's another Sega game. The only Japanese game I got this month, Battle Spirits trading card game. So I most likely will not be playing this game. I couldn't tell you if it's even in English, but I don't know if this will come out here in the States, just because it's, I don't know, unless there's a fan base around it. But yeah, Battle Spirit trading card game. Nah, yeah, they could have kept that one. And then last but not least, Atelier Lumina, the Alchemist of Memories and the Envision Land. So got that one there. I know there's another fans behind this series as well too. So another one to add to your collection if you're a fan of the series. But yeah, we'll see how this one is. The angle look kind of crazy, look kind of horny boyish too. You look like what? Anyways, but I feel like they looked way different back in the day. Like when I remember seeing these in like PS3 and stuff, they looked like they were way more clothed. But not anymore. They said we grown up now. We all grown up. But yeah, we got Atelier Lumina there added to the collection as well. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all the pickups for March 2025. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Obviously there'll be one next month. I'm already about 6 games in. I'll probably add some of the, I'm doing another not a collection, but I'm collecting other things. And if you watch the podcast, you probably already know. So I didn't want to add these to that video because it just been a lot more. So I might do a separate video for those, or I might add them to the next one. We'll see. But that is it, y'all. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe. Again, check out the podcast. We do it on Saturdays. And until next time, guys, peace.